So let's begin that. Let's begin. Okay, guys, let's start the live session. Okay, okay, okay. The update is for giving you the quick update about the BTC and the whole thing, all the crypto market. So it's my BTC USD Binance chart. Let me go into the Coinbase. It's more clear than because I haven't drawn anything like rubbish things. Okay, if we are getting, yeah, so already we have got a 1 hour closure about this $32,000, and I'm expecting more a move to the 30 to 500 ish region very soon. It's a kick move, and after that if we could break this level and we can get this around 33,000, and there is have a channel. You know, you guys know that if we could break this channel, it's around 33,800 region. If we could break that, you can we can continue this more to the upside, yeah, more to the upside. So that's what I'm expecting right now to get that break from this channel. So it won't be that easy because here we have a lot of resistance as this area, because if we could break that, yeah, we can get a continuation to the $34,000 for the immediate short term. So it's what I can get in the BTC USDT update, because I had updated so many platforms, because it can pump, because we have got a bullish divergence here on the other side. So and after that, let's go to the let's move to the other altcoins and sessions. So here let me come to the EOS, and yeah, what's happening in the sand. So I had taken a long in the sand, but it is not giving a good move, either to any kind of any sort of directions. So it's very, yeah, I think it can give some moves, but it's not giving us the EOS. If we could close 1 hour kind of close about this region, then I would supposedly to about to get a long in the EOS. So yeah, it's and the Luna. What about the Luna? Luna has break that trend line, and we may get a close. That's why I'm gonna long this Luna also, and the Tomo. Tomo is about to break this level, and if it break that level, I will go for a long. And the Waves USDT is also break this level, and it's forming a double bottom pattern at this point, and also have a bullish divergence on the other side. That's why if it could give us a close candle close, at least a 1 hour candle close about this line trend line, no, not trend line, this horizontal line. I think it should be this, because of its horizontal line. I need to get a 4 hour candle closure about this line. If I'm getting that, then probably I will go for a long at this time on the bad. So yeah, we had got a trend line break up to the upside. It was a good move, and the Atom. So Atom, when we talk about the Atom USDT, it's like not much that bone. The bat, in the case of bat, we can see that. So for her, so on this is a double bottom like pattern, and also a bullish divergence playing out, and this waves. So waves is like, it's not like that, it's a falling channel. It was a falling channel, but it does follow the Elliott waves, VCDE waves. So that's why let's quickly look this ABCD, yeah, E. Okay, yeah, it's after that one touch at this support level, and after that it's good pump level. So yeah, it was that. So the Tomo, whatever the Tomo is about to pump up, and the EOS is also, yeah, you also got some absolutely a big break from that level. So it was a horrible level that told you that either we can get a good because we have nice divergences played out in the EOS, and probably I will. Whoa, it was a tremendous move. That's why I'm not gonna catch it, because I have already taken a long in the EOS, because it's about the 21 moving average in the 4 hour. That's why I take the long and the EOS, and also it's forming like a double bottom patterns also here. we had to go to invest in shorter pattern, and if we are going back to the lower time frames, you can see that's a cup and handle pattern that is formed, and after that we got a flag pattern in the 5 minute, and after that we got a breakout from this flag pattern. That's why long in the US. That's why I told you guys too long. Exactly. I don't know how much of you is watching on the live stream. Unfortunately, nobody is watching. That, that's why I'm looking for. I'm gonna look more to the 3.94 very quickly. Not that level, because we have a resistance point. So that by 3.9 is absolutely we're gonna get in the case of EOS. But sand, what is it doing the sand? Because I had long at this point, man. So it was my long entry. This point, this was the point I long. No, not this, but it was my, yeah, here I got a long in the case of sand, but it's not moving. That I'm gonna close that long position here, because it's not giving me any big sort of move. But I'm gonna check that trend. So it's keeping that trend, it's good thing, but it's not that a good volume is incoming, you see that. So yeah, that's why I'm gonna think to close that position at this time. Not because of it's not the fear of this is coming down, but because of how oh yes, it's pumping, so it was a good entry there. So now also XRP, what about the XRP? We have got a nice divergence in the XRP, so I'm really gonna go for a long in the XRP also. So also it's a pattern like here it was some kind of V pattern. So Adam and Eve, not Adam and Eve. Adam and Eve's first thing was to be the Adam, so that's not a GRD. So what about the GRE, man? GRT was in a downward coming channel, so we have got a nice breakout from that level. So I'm expecting a move to the double upside to at least to the 0.62. That's what I'm expecting, the short immediate short M. So Kawa is a good coin. So Kawa is about to break to the upside away from this trend line. So that's why I'm waiting for to get that breakout. AVAX, what about the AVAX? AVAX is everything in the alt is almost following the same pattern, the 1 hour chart, but we if we are going the short is who plays in the short, that I did a yesterday take a shot in the bay, because was a good shot, because he hit my target at this point, was my target, and it was my drop stop loss, and I ended at least to this point. I don't know where did I ended. I forgot. Honestly, I couldn't recall that where the point was. But you and Phi. What the fuck with that name? I don't know exactly what's the name of this shit coin. No, not shit coin, but it has a good potential. I don't know really. I don't know what's the fundamental of this coin. But guys, here the support could hold very well, as it is hold this support level. So I'm thinking more to the upside, like he has resistance, because he got a rejection on that one. So this is not that big of rejection resistance, because yeah, it was rejection at this point and at this point. Yeah, we broke that, and after that, what we got is we came down. It's the first resistance. If we got a break close above this point, so we may get a rally to the upside, like this point. So if you are breaking that, so maybe probably we will get any yeah, there's have a lot of things to resolve, because we are on the journey to that move. So maybe in the journey, there will be a lot of formations of patterns, so we can play with that. The OGN is it's right now is very long, because it's got a lot of liquidations, but I'm not longing it, but I'm looking for something like more down to more to the downside, like the yeah YFI. What's happening in the YFI? It's a yeah, it's a lot of maybe it's coming down like crazy, and the sand was in the good side at the morning, but right now what we could see, that the sand is coming down. So the dot, what about the dot was a good potential coin, but it's not right now what is doing, and this $12, oh man, it's massive dump to the downside, because I had called this dumb. Yeah, I had called really. I could call that this dumb because yeah, I had said that this is a measure of support for this door. If you're breaking to the downside, we may get to the $12. Yeah, it's very overvalued. Sorry, yeah, undervalued in this time. So if anybody want to buy this thing, it would be a good time to buy because it's a after the even the BTC biggest crash, the dot was at the level of May 19th was the May 19th. So sorry, in the May 19th, it was around the point of $20, and among that $70. But right now, it is very the lowest point, like $12. So it was a very good project coin. Like, but what happened right now is I couldn't see any divergence on the 1 hourly, but in the 4 hourly, but we are going back into the 1 hourly. It's only seems a bearish divergence. It's like the price action is coming down, and it's also the RSI is more likely to making the lower loss in this case. But when we are checking this volatility, but we can see this. Bollinger Bands with percentile. So let me look back at that point. So it's even 1 hourly, but we have to look at the 4 hourly. So it was the biggest consolidation with the high low zero volatile time, and after that we got a consolidation phase and expansion phase in the volatility phase. So and also is like, likely to seem to coming down like this point. It's crazy. It's keeping this trend line to the downside, so it's not that good. But whenever we are getting a bounce from this break from this trend line, so it can shoot to the upside like a yeah, it would be an amazing move to the upside, so we can catch that move. So is it a good time to enter in the dot? Not a good time, yeah, a good time, but not a safe time because yeah, there should be some more to the downside. I'm expecting like that. But and let me look at the daily. We might get a overbought sorry oversold point at the daily, so it's in the daily it's very oversold. That's why I would like to long this thing in the dot. I would yeah, exactly, I would like to long, but we are at any support level, so not. This is a $10 has a good support because we it was January 2021. Yeah, $11 50 tickets, that's cheaper level. We make it adjust as stop loss to the downside so we can get that at a cheaper line. So and also the link was like pump like a 50 bucks like but right now it's like yeah, SRM is also to the downside like a lot of points, lost a lot of momentum right now. So the INJ was a good project, but it's not something, not doing anything. And the ocean protocol is also like something like that. So I'm gonna look back in the EOS because it's my trade right now running on the EOS. Yeah, I really frankly I think that is can get this point. So there's my TP. I had said that on the Binance. I took my trade in the early portion because whenever I see this cup and handle formation, the 15 minute, yeah, it was exactly a bottom pattern. It's not a double bottom because you see, you couldn't find any kind of touches at the same point and the neckline, and it hasn't touched that neckline. Instead of that, it's more likely we can we see it as a inverse head shot? No, exactly, because we have got a flat similar something like a flag similar patterns at this point of 15 minutes shot. But if you are calculating this as vaulting as a cup and hand pattern, it would be better rather than calculating this in inverse head and shorter pattern or something like that. So that's why I could see this as a something like that. Oh man, what's happening there? So what may happening in my sand trade? Like that's I would most likely to close that sand USD trade because it's yeah, it's more likely it's coming down like it's not moving. That's the problem. That's the biggest problem with the sand. I just made that trade because I have hopium that it can go to this side, at least to this side, because I just adjusted my TP from this side, from this green line to this point. So even if it is that point, it was a good trade. Look at this risk reward ratio, it's 9, man. That's why yeah, if even if I'm adjusting this, it's only a 3% risk to gain a 20%. That's a good risk reward ratio. That's why it's a good trade, man. So the Alice USDT, what's doing? I don't really want to know that the access have I almost get down to that point where, yeah, I did some kind of shorts at this point of when it was, it was very long time ago. But man, let me look at this. The 4 hourly, we break below this 21 exponential moving average in the axis right now. It's a good time to short. Yeah, absolutely, it's a good time to short because the hype is not over at all. But if we are breaking this, there should be something like this. So this is a big impulse way to the upside. Like I think it's more likely it has completed its fifth wave of the earlier wave, and then what we should get is a ABC correction wave, and the A wave hasn't been not yet completed. That's why I'm looking for, if you are taking the daily, it's very overbought. So I would likely to short this access right now. Absolutely, when getting a good mood to the upside, I would definitely short at this thing because of this is very overboard, man. A lot of people may have bought this, so the institutions may get some short on the short position on this. So what is this? The storage USDT. Okay, let me go back into that. So the storage USDT, when people are about saying this storage has a good potential to pump like. Yeah, we may get some pump in the storage, but be careful. Like, I couldn't see any divergences on this. That's why I cannot say that the pump is immediate there, but it should get some pump because it was likely more to the downside. But I don't know. I will more likely don't take any trades in the storage right now and upcoming days because it's not the valid trades option. Yeah, it was yesterday's short position. Like I got an entry at this point and target this point, so it was a good trade. Yeah, absolutely, it was a good trade and profitable trade. I got some profit in that. So what's happening there? What's happening? It's more likely to break this trend line to the downside from the 4 hourly. So what's exactly it's doing the lower time frames? Is it? Yeah, I couldn't find. Frankly, I couldn't find any sort of divergences on over there. But by saying the frankly cases, or that it's bad, and that's I was very sort of familiar with that. So it's like yeah, it's turning and the curve point. Wow, it was like more likely something like a knife. It's pointing to the down. Yeah, we got a nice bounce from this point. So wasn't that it's a bottoming out pattern or not? I'm not taking a trend the CTK because I couldn't find any good opportunities. If I couldn't find any good opportunities, I more likely I will avoid that asset, and I won't trade that. So BLZ, it's a pump and dump coin. More likely we may get a lot of pumps in this coin. After that, a lot of dumps. It's more official. It's more common in this case of the Blue Zilla and the STMX. Wow, STMX is interesting, more likely interesting because it's a trend line. If we got a break up from this trend line, then we may go upside. So that's what we're gonna get. So not this STMX. I'm gonna use these things to add up STMX watch list. Yeah, I have added that into my watch list here. So STMX should be in my watch list for at least for some ties. So this FTM was my big player. Wow, not any. I couldn't find any kind of sort of divergences on this, but really, it's like a kind of forming like a good pattern here. The flag pattern, not a flag, yeah, but the flag breakout. Most of the case may have a good volume, but we couldn't find any sort of volume. But we can say it's a pattern breakout. Yeah, if we couldn't find any volume in the flag like pattern, like more likely we can call it as a pattern. So it was a bullish pattern in the 30 minutes. So can we really depend upon the 30 minute? Not at all, but the target should be done by taking this like this. So the wick to the downside, and after that cloning. Man, I won't clone this, but instead of that, rather it would be better to do expert as move to 0.27 2079 709. So ZRX, what is that? ZRX is a good potential platform. No, it was, but yeah, their platform is not working. I'm not laughing, I'm not mocking. Like, let me show you guys, their platform is not working at all. Let me see that. Okay, 1 minute. Oh, 1 minute, man. So let me see that the ZRX platforms, like, it was zero x. There was zero x kit launch. Like, they are officially what they are doing. They are providing a platform to build a decentralized exchange for everyone without having a zero, and without having a bunch of knowledge in coding. Anyone with a zero knowledge in coding can build a decentralized exchange like this. But what's the problem with that? If you are trying to build something like this right now, you may don't have get that some so there's have some sort of problem, because I just tried to make something a few days ago. But they told me that they are currently facing some problems in this making of this development of these kind of things. But they also suggested me that they are working on some improvements, and they are coming with some updates. But I won't think it would be a good thing. So right now it's not working that good again. So the Docker image, so it's a was it a good project? Yes, absolutely, it was a good project. But right now they have some problem, some sort of problem. I don't know what's that. I don't really know what's that. But whenever I try to make something like this, so I face some problems. That's why I could share with you that, guys. So when you look at this, if you are getting a break from this trend line, so we might go up. If you are breaking this, it's more likely the channel playing out, right, man. So no, that big interesting kind of. But in the case of the, it's not that cup and handle pattern. No, I cannot. Yeah, absolutely, it was a cup and handle pattern. More likely, what's that, man? It was some sort of pattern, like a flag and happen more. I won't fit any sort of pattern. But is interesting. Was interesting as that's sometimes, but right now it's more likely it got lost. So it's a good time to take an entry in the EOS. I think that. So only if the BTC, I should look that the BTC's target was around 32,500. So it hasn't hit that. It only hit this. Wow, it was, what was that level? It was my Binance, man. So my Binance will be always with a lot of drawings. So I don't really want to see this shit again, because it's almost that chart is ruined up, fucked up, like amazing. So more likely, but since a double bottom pattern, and it's getting some support at $32,000 level. So if we are getting, and we should get some moves at least to the 30 to 500. I think it's very possible, because it's like a kind of doing some trappy market. Like, yeah, it's traps. The bots and bears are getting some traps. Like, nobody knows the market where it's going, but the only someone who plays with this probability can make the winnings on this trading. So that's all. I think I supposedly gave you a lot of insights in the market. And also so a lot of signals. Nowadays I'm really very generous by looking. So what's up my sand? Yeah, sand is almost like fucked up, man. It's not moving. Wow, it's finally it's got some moving, right? It's good. It's good. Finally, it's some sort of maintaining this trend line in this channel to the upside. But 1 inch was I have what was I called a few days ago. But after that, it was a good thing. Yeah, it's a good thing. Like, the trend line break up to the down. It was clearly trend biasing, and also we could see that's a bullish divergence here. The price was coming down, but the RSI was going up, so it was a bigger sign that we are gonna get some moves to the upside. So that's why, uh, yeah, of course, yeah, of course. Here we should end this live stream, because nobody is watching this stuff, because only I'm like blah 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 this channel, but nobody is ready to watch this fucking alive. So that's why I'm gonna close this